Let's begin this morning with the country facing a potential economic crisis if the deal is not reached to raise the debt limit and soon. President Biden with some tough words for Republicans this morning as he heads home from the G7 summit in Japan. NBC's chief White House correspondent and Saturday Today anchor Peter Alexander is traveling with the president in Hiroshima. Peter, what's the latest there?
Willie, this morning, President Biden is now en route back to Washington, and his first order of business aboard Air Force One this morning is going to be a call to the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, to discuss the debt ceiling with the potential for a catastrophic default now just a week and a half away. The talks between White House negotiators and House Republicans, they've effectively been on hold since Friday. The major sticking points right now remain the extent of those spending cuts the Republicans are demanding and stricter work requirements for public assistance programs like food stamps and Medicaid. McCarthy is accusing the White House of basically going backwards in its dealings. But just this morning, President Biden said that he was willing to cut spending and blamed Republicans, arguing that they would tank the economy if they thought it would hurt his chances for re-election in 2024.
Now it's time for the other side to move from their extreme positions, because much of what they've already proposed is simply quite frankly, unacceptable.
The president saying for now he is not looking to take any unilateral action that could raise the debt limit because there's not enough time, he says, for it to make its way through the courts, Willie.
Well, as that plays out, the big international headline from Japan this morning is President Biden's meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. So what did the two discuss?
Well, President Biden punctuated President Zelensky's dramatic visit here, Willie, by vowing that the U.S. and its allies will not waver in their support for Ukraine. Earlier, Zelensky rejected Russia's new claims that its forces have captured what's really viewed as the symbolic city of Bakhmut, where there has been fighting for nearly a year. The president announced a series of moves here to fortify the U.S.'s commitment to Ukraine, including another $375 million in military assistance and green-lighting the U.S. and its allies to train Ukrainian pilots on F-16 fighter jets and ultimately allowing for F-16s to be provided to Ukraine, something Zelensky has been begging for more than a year, but a move that President Biden has long resisted amid concerns it could widen the war. And I asked the president about that very issue this morning. What assurances do you have that providing F-16s won't escalate this war?
I have a flat assurance from Zelensky that they will not use it to go on and move into Russian geographic territory.
The president said that the training in those jets will not be available to help with the Ukrainian counteroffensive expected to begin within days or weeks, but he did say it is part of the U.S.'s long-term commitment to Ukraine's defense, to its security. The Kremlin, by the way, Willie, called the president's announcement today a colossal risk, but President Biden just said it is Russia that's taking the risk. Willie?
Certainly a big step. Peter Alexander traveling with the president in Japan. Peter, thanks so much, and a safe trip home to you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.